How's everybody doing? I hope you had a great New Year's and a great holiday time with your families and friends. I haven't really been active on this channel recently for actually quite a long time now. And honestly, the biggest reason for that is I just don't enjoy doing the things that I used to do, the content that I used to upload to the channel. And it's just kind of been sitting here going nowhere. And the channel has still been pretty active, regardless of the lack of content that I've been uploading to the channel itself. This year I'm trying a redesign for the channel, and I'm trying to do different content, more content that I actually enjoy to do now. At the moment, that's going to be virtual reality news and content, because that is what I'm most involved in right now. And for subscribers that have been with me for a long time, if you're still even watching these videos, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. This is a whole new direction moving forward. And if you guys want to tag along and just bear with me, we're going to be pushing out new content. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. It'll be getting better in the weeks to come. So in the light of the new content that we're going to be putting on the channel, today I'm going to be doing a top 10 VR games that are coming in 2020 for the new year. Once again, I'm sorry about all the bad lighting in the room and everything being blank. I'm still a work in progress. But for now, let's just get to it.
Number 10. The Walking Dead Onslaught. In this action-packed zombie shooter, you'll have to survive the apocalypse and come face-to-face with walkers. You also get to use some of the more iconic weapons featured in the show, like a certain baseball bat with barbs. Although in my opinion, it doesn't look quite as good as the more recent game that we'll be talking about soon, I always love me a good zombie-oriented game to get my heart pumping. Originally slated for fall of 2019, it had a few setbacks, and the release is now planned for sometime in 2020. Number 9. Lone Echo 2. In Lone Echo 2, you return as Jack, picking up where you left off in the original Lone Echo. I'm not gonna lie, I've not had the means to play the original Lone Echo, so I've been trying to stay in the dark with this one. All I know is it looks beautiful, and I can't wait to get my hands on Lone Echo 2. It's set to release Q2 of 2020. Number 8. Pavlov on the Oculus Quest. I absolutely love Pavlov on the PC. It was actually the very first VR game I have ever played, and still remains one of my most go-to games when trying to pass the time or just have a little bit of fun in VR. This one is going to be a free title on the Quest Store, and is actually available to be sideloaded right now. So if you love shooters or have ever played Pavlov on PC, try this one out and experience a VR shooter fully wireless. You won't regret it. Pavlov is on the Quest, set to release sometime mid-2020, and the price, of course, is free. Coming in at number 7, Left 4 Dead VR. Now I know this one isn't confirmed yet, and Valve said they wanted to wait to see how people reacted to HalfLife Alyx before confirming another title. But Left 4 Dead were some of my favorite games growing up, and have a new VR version of Left 4 Dead just right around the corner makes me so excited, and I can't wait to see what Valve does with this one. Number 6. The Room VR. The disappearance of an esteemed Egyptologist prompts a police investigation into the unknown. Explore cryptic locations, examine fantastic gadgets, and discover an otherworldly element which blurs the line between reality and illusion. Now this sounds awesome. I'm not usually the puzzle game type of person, but throw a bit of otherworldly elements and illusions into the mix, and you can count me in. Release date is early 2020. Number 5. Population 1. I guess you can call this the Fortnite of VR, because that's practically what it is. Build, scale things, shoot people, you can even fly in this one. My hopes for this game is probably a bit high, but I've wanted a good VR battle royale for a while now, and just maybe that's what this is. Launch date, 2020. Number 4. Pixel Ripped 1995. This one looks interesting because it's a game within a game. You play as a young kid trying to smash through levels on your various game consoles while simultaneously interacting with the real world around you, and fighting everyday struggles of being a young gamer. Developed by the same team that brought you Pixel Ripped 1989, this is bound to be a good one. Release date, spring 2020. Number 3. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond. This one was a big deal. Set during World War II, you play as an Allied agent of the Office of Strategic Services, tasked with infiltrating a Nazi war machine. You'll even get to collaborate with the French resistance to sabotage Nazi operations from behind enemy lines. Now, Respawn did say they were going to do their best to make sure this game does not look too realistic, which really makes me sad. I would have liked to see some realistic looking graphics on this one. But I'm excited all the same. Launch date, you guessed it, sometime 2020. Number 2. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Created by a different team than Onslaught, I'm just going to quote their official page. Saints and Sinners is a game unlike any other in the Walking Dead universe. Every challenge you face and decision you make is driven by you. Fight the undead, scavenge through the flooded ruins of New Orleans, and face gut-wrenching choices for you and the other survivors. Live The Walking Dead's dark drama in your own skin. This is one of my most anticipated games this year, and that's all I have to say. And number 1, you guys are going to hate me for this, HalfLife Alyx. Taking place somewhere before the events of Half-Life 2, you play as Alyx Vance this time around. This one has a very special place in my heart, as the Half-Life games, believe it or not, were the very first games that I ever played through and completed. I'm sure you guys know all about this one by now, so I won't waste your time. Love it or hate it, this game is huge for VR, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. 2020. So that's it guys, my top 10 for 2020. I know it's different content than I usually post on here, but if you liked it, feel free to give me a big thumbs up, and if you hated it, that dislike button is there too. I'm glad to be back making content for 2020, and I'll see you guys next week.